Alright, boys, what's good? Okay. Well, I recorded this whole last video about 2 times now, and turns out my mic was scuffed and it was going in and out and ruined the whole video both times. Didn't know what was wrong. I had to record the whole thing over and over again. My tier listings are already made, so I'm just gonna click on each season and the entire list that I've already created, and I'm gonna go over why each anime is in the certain position it's in. It's not the traditional making the tier maker live, because I already did it twice and I'm really tired now, and they're already made for me, so I'm just gonna break it down and kind of explain it. But for the next one, I will make sure I will make it live, and because I think that's a lot more interactive and I think that's better. But for this one, I'm sorry, it's unfortunate. Starting from winter 2019, I easily put Mob Psycho and Promised Neverland at S ranks. And a quick little Instagram plug regarding Promised Neverland. We did cosplay as Promised Neverland at Anime Expo this year, me and my friends. We just wore all white and had, the temporary neck tattoo, as long as having our mother there. It was pretty dope. Shout out Michelle for doing that. Promised Neverland was easily my favorite anime going into the start of the year. And Mob Psycho, I would say Mob Psycho 2, this season 2, is really good. Really surprising, because second seasons of animes sometimes flop or they're not as good as the first season. Mob Psycho excelled. I think it was actually better than the first season, and I really enjoyed it. So shouts out to them, man. The character development, the growth was really good. It was great. It was impressive. Over at A tier, we had Love is War. I really enjoyed it. It was close to an S tier. I think there wasn't like an insane amount of development throughout the show, so that's why I kind of kept it at A. The characters and the interactions between the characters are really cool. And here's quintessential quintuplets, I believe, and I also have that as an A. Not the biggest fan of harems, but this harem was solid and it got the job done. I think it's really good when a harem does have multiple characters that you can't really choose between. Lots of waifus, lots of best girls. I think obviously that's what makes a good harem. But yeah, this one I did enjoy it, surprisingly. I'll respect it. I do watch a good amount of harems, but I don't know why I watch so many harems, because I don't really like them. Maybe I do like them. Maybe I'm just denying it, actually. I don't know. And then this is the second season of Kakeguri. Something like that. I definitely butchered it. But like I was saying earlier for Mob Psycho, I don't think it had the same wow factor as the first season. The gambling anime, I think when I first watched the first season, I wasn't expecting the twists and turns to it. Now that I kind of knew, it wasn't as appealing. And I do like white-haired girls in anime, so I'll give it that. And for the rest of these, I don't know any of these other shows. If you guys know if I'm sleeping on any winter 2019 shows, anything like that, let me know in the comments below. And spring 2019, this year is crazy. It started heating up, easily starting with Demon Slayer at an S. I think Demon Slayer is a perfect and great anime. I have zero complaints. I think it's amazing. I love all the characters, the pacing, the comedy, the action, the art, the music. Everything is just amazing about this show. Easily the anime of the year. I recommend it to anyone that hasn't watched it. Then we have Attack on Titan at S as well. I know some people do hate on Attack on Titan. They say it's overrated or it's not that good. And I know this was, I believe, a short part 2 of season 3 or something like that. And it was still great. Enjoyed every single episode. This just always keeps me on my toes, and just love watching it, to be honest, and just learning more and more of this world. Rising of the Shield Hero, also an S. I I'm occasionally a sucker for some isekai garbage, you know. I watch so much isekais. There's a reason they make so much. It's because it works. It works. It's just good. I just like it. I'm sorry. I'm a gamer. It's just like perfect kind of alternate universe, I feel like, in my head. It's like an MMO, but I'm in it. It's like watching it. I'm giving it an S. I think it started off really cool how they like put him into this underdog situation. He had to like make a name for himself, so that's always nice to see a zero to hero kind of thing. And Fruits Basket, also an S. I liked it. I also didn't watch the original, so no nostalgia factor. And Fruits Basket was amazing. I liked it all the way through for sure. Alright, this is where my list can get a little funky. I put Aochan likes to study at A. I occasionally like to blindly watch a show. I don't read any reviews. I don't have any of my friends tell me anything about it. I don't look at the rating. I'll like scroll, especially if it's on Crunchyroll. I'll like randomly pick a show and I'll just watch it. It's like with the rawest, like no expectations at all. And usually I tend to like it more. This was that show. And I'm a simple guy, you know, a little bit of ecchi. Doesn't really bother me. It's nice to watch sometimes. Dororo. It's an A. It's close to an S. I think the only issue is the ending I wasn't the biggest fan of, and it can get a bit repetitive. So I still think, like, I understand that repetition is kind of needed for the growth, but I don't know. It was still a great watch. I can recommend it. One Punch Man season 2. I think it was a pretty solid watch. Just like I said about, what show was I talking about? Just like the gambling one, that wow factor wasn't there from the first season because I was kind of anticipating. I understand now it's just insanely strong. So they had to build around the other characters. I felt like in this season they introduced a lot of characters, so it got a bit overwhelming. But it was still a good watch overall. Still funny. Still enjoyable. We can't study, we can't learn, or something like that. The rom-com. I got halfway through and I kind of lost my attention span. I did enjoy it, but I think another good anime came out at the same time that I decided to start watching at the same time. It kind of threw me off, and I ended up watching that one instead. It was a good show though. While I watched it, I should go back and finish it. I don't see why not. I don't have any complaints about it. So I'm gonna keep it at a B for now because I don't know, it could improve, it could decline, we'll see. Isekai Quartet, like a troll parody version of all these shows. It's a nice vibe, it's a nice watch if you have nothing else to watch. I would never recommend it to someone though. So that's why I'm gonna put it at a C. Boruto, I currently have it at D. I've only watched like 5 episodes. Some of my friends swear it's pretty good and that it's just getting a lot of hate. I think I will eventually watch it in the future, but for now it's at a D until I watch more and enjoy it. I do see clips of it from time to time on Twitter and stuff. It looks pretty badass, but in the meantime, it's a D. Taking a look at my plan to watch, I got the Senko-san slice of life that I really want to watch. I just got to be in that mood of that feel-good anime. I did really like Dragon Maid, so I'm sure I'll like this. JoJo's, absolutely, you know, the anime that's requested the most to me by my friends. I have a lot of friends that love JoJo and I should watch it, and they always like shove it down my throat. I will watch it, just haven't had the time to, or haven't decided to, more like. I'll definitely start watching it. Bungo Stray Dogs season 3. I think it took a bit of time before this season came out. I don't remember the characters or their abilities. I remember I watched the first episode, I was kind of lost on who was who again. I'm gonna have to like get a little recap of the first 2 seasons and I'm gonna get right back into it, because I really did enjoy the first 2, so I know I'll enjoy this show. Black Clover, you know, well talked about anime, one of the up and comers. I've heard both good and bad things about it. It's on my plan to watch. I know the longer it take to watch it. I just realized I'm wearing my headset. I'm so used to wearing my headset while I'm playing games, but when I'm playing anything, I'm not listening to anything. Holy, let's take it off. Yeah, Black Clover. Lost my train of thought completely. I'm trolling. Damn, I'm like delusionally tired right now. Yeah, if there's any other spring animes that's not on this list or that I forgot that I'm sleeping on, let me know in the comments below. Once again, I did hear that Carol and Tuesday is pretty good. It's really hard for me to get into music anime sometimes though, so we'll see. Okay, summer's usually the year or the time of the year that I watch the most anime. You know, summer break, and whenever I go to Anime Expo, I usually become more of a weeb and I just can't wait to watch more anime. We'll start with summer, the continuation of Fruits Basket and Demon Slayer, both S's from spring. And I believe this is Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone is an S as well. I think Dr. Stone and Demon Slayer are my top 2 animes of the year. I might have to put that up there with it. Really excited for the show to come back. Fire Force I currently have it at an A. But I think they both came out at the same time. I had higher expectations for Fire Force, but I fell in love with Dr. Stone even more. I think because of that, I kind of lost interest in Fire Force. I'm gonna finish it, and I know when I watch it more, I'm gonna like it. But right now, it's at an A just because I've lost interest in it. I don't really know why, because I have no complaints about the show. I love the fact that Zoro's VA is in it. Love the art. It reminds me, you know, the Soul Eater vibes. The fighting, the style looks really clean. Just lost my it didn't hold my attention though, but I will get back to it. And I can potentially see it going to an S if I finish it and really enjoy it. And this dumbbell anime I recently watched, I want to say like 2 months ago. I started working out, going to the gym about 2 months ago. And I watched it. It was perfect actually, because it came out when I started working out. It was very relatable. Learned a lot actually that I can apply to myself currently, and it was really funny. So I gotta give it an A. I know if you don't work out at all, don't have interest, or you don't find it funny, I can see people not liking it. But you know, it's just very relatable to me right now, so it's an A. Okay, this one is like some kind of like savage Maidens Savage thing. Really weird title. Another rom-com. This was another one of those shows which I really recommend that you guys do. I don't know, personally I used to take animes a lot off of, you know, ratings and my anime list, like scoring points and reviews. But lately I've been watching shows like completely blind with no prior like information or any expectations, and this was one of them. I just liked it. I fully just tried to immerse myself into the show and I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give it an A. It wasn't as memorable as I would like it to be, which is why I didn't give it an S. It did kind of blend in with a lot of other rom-coms to me. I don't know, maybe I watch so much animes. It's just, I think it's just me. My brain is just bad memory, and I just watch so many shows and it starts to kind of blend. I think that's the problem I had with this. It kind of just blended. Maybe it's just me though. Maybe that's season 2, Takagi-san. it's a short little, this not short, but I would say it's a sweet little anime. This little dude reminds me of me a lot when I was younger. When girls would like ever talk to me or flirt with me, I would have no idea because I'm literally stupid. You know what I mean? She's big brain. She's like literally galaxy brain, just toying with him while he's besting him. It's actually pretty funny to watch. I recommend it if you do like romance animes, rom-coms for sure. And Vinland Saga is currently what I'm watching. I have it in an A. This is also a show that can potentially be an S depending on how it ends. I do like it so far. I can't really complain. It can get a bit hard to keep up with if you don't know the historical background and all the different cultures and kingdoms and stuff that are clashing. That can get a bit confusing. At the end of the day, you just want to see these guys pop off and do some cool stuff. So Magical Senpai, another random show I decided to watch. Wasn't too bad. I'll give it a B. That was pretty interesting. The fan service was a little random here and there, but it's understandable. It makes sense. And the story progression didn't really make sense either, but I like the combat. I like the show. I got a good laugh out of it, so I'll give it a B. This I believe this one's the dungeon anime. I'm sorry, I think if this show came out right after season 1 or sooner, I would have rated this higher. I would have enjoyed it more. But it took too long. I think I watched way too many isekais in between. I only like it for like Chestia at this point. So for summer, I think I had my expectations really, you know, I enjoyed a lot of animes I watched in the summer. So when I watched these two down here, this other isekai, I don't even know what this one is called, and I don't even want to bother remember when it's called. I just recognize the art, and I want to say this is like isekai cheat something. These two, I watched about 3 episodes of this and 1 episode of this. I couldn't stand either. I just couldn't. I just dropped it, you know, just throw it down there, and I'm not planning on picking it back up. If you guys think I'm sleeping on it, let me know, but I really don't like them. I didn't like it. So Accelerator, you know, this series has a lot of different stories, and my good friend that's like in love with Misaka and the whole Index series, and always tries to make me watch it, so I'll probably watch it. Accelerator one time. Did like Railgun, so maybe I'll like it. And once again, let me know if there's any animes in the summer that I'm sleeping on that I should watch. So fall has a lot of plan to watch. The season just started, but we'll start with what I am watching. Hero Academy. Absolutely love Hero Academy. I even have, you know, this Hero Academy wallpaper, wall scroll, whatever. And my hair is a little messed up, huh? I didn't even notice. Dusty. Played a lot of games today earlier. I got that headset hair. The Hero Academy is great, man. I love it. Season's not letting me down so far as well, so we'll give that an S. Let's move over to the A's. We got Oresuki. This is another rom-com, but it's turning into a harem. So it's, you know, if it stayed a rom-com and it stayed with just these main couple of girls, I wouldn't mind. But I feel like every episode or every few episodes, they're just adding more and more female characters and just throwing them in there, and it's just, I don't like it. And I also think the main girl, the girl with the glasses, is best girl. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm getting jealous that they're just adding more girls and it's pissing me off. Maybe that's the reason. She's really best girl, man. When she's in her final form, GG's to the comp. They stand no chance. And then we got this, the cautious hero, like isekai type vibe. Goddess survives a super OP cautious hero. Super hilarious, like a parody of an isekai is how it feels. I really like shows that genuinely make me laugh, and this is one of them. It's kind of like, reminds me of Konosuba. The amount I laughed in that show, I'm laughing like that in this show, so I like it. It's an A. I only have Psycho-Pass 3. This one can go up or down. I only watched the first, like the hour-long first episode, and I kind of got the feel for where they're going for. But honestly, Psycho-Pass, without the OG dude from this first season, he was like the carry, man. So without him, Psycho-Pass doesn't feel right. But we'll see though. Maybe this whole new generation, new set of people might put in work, and I might really like. But right now, I'm keeping it in the B, just keeping it in the middle, see where it goes. And I really do like this Demon School one, but I currently stopped watching it to watch Vinland Saga, and it is still currently airing. So, oh, my nose is messing up now. So it could go up or down. We'll see. I feel like it might be an A. I am liking the comedy from it so far. So. And fall 2019 is very recent, so there's a lot of shows that I'm planning to watch. Sorry for being a little scuffed that my tier lists were already made when we were going over it. We're pretty much just reviewing it. I would rather make them live, but the whole process was butchered twice. I'm really sorry for that. Let me know if there's any other suggestions or videos or things you guys want to see, anime related or just gaming related. I do upload League of Legends content. That might be what I'm going to start doing, unless there are other anime stuff that I can do or that you guys are interested in. I mean, give me some criticism on what I can improve on other than doing the tiers live. I know I messed that up, but other criticism, let me try to learn and understand this format a bit better and improve. This is like my first time doing something like this. Make sure you guys check out my Instagram, my Twitter, and definitely my Twitch. That's where I stream almost every single day. Yeah guys, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Share the video, flame my tier list, and let me know what I am bad at enjoying. I'm not like the best critique. I'm not saying I'm a critic or anything, you know what I mean? It's just my opinion. Don't get too upset, I'm sorry. Don't, you know, don't crucify me. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to broaden my genres. I need to work on enjoying music anime though. That's, you know, the only ones I really watch was Your Lie in April, and I don't know, it's not really my go-to or nothing like that, so maybe I'll work on that.